Don't blink, it's your boy. Welcome to the third video of the day on the 17th of August 2024. We got a sunrise. It's not crazy good. It is just the way it is. Today's subject is actually quite not necessarily complicated. I wouldn't call it complicated, but quite complex. Complex is a better word for it. So today the subject is self-perception and self-understanding. I did a video where I said I spent most of my childhood misunderstand, and also akin to the concept of self-love. So in this fashion, you have self-love, and you're like, dude, I love myself, I understand myself, which is actually it's weird because most of the time a concept that is very positive, which is loving yourself, is extremely positive, right? But it does seem, if you seem cocky, you seem narcissistic, you seem egocentric, it seems like you're in denial because everybody's flawed, right? But even in relationship, when you think about a relationship, a relationship is learning to accept somebody for their flaws and accepting them for who they are as a person, right? So that being said, of course, I'm very unfocused today. I don't know why. It's a bad thing because I have a lot of videos to do. I have a lot of clips to do. It's a bad thing, but we'll figure it out. So that self love, and it's fun because that self love, you can understand someone, and as a person who understands themselves, it's amazing. I've had friends that are asking me, why haven't you produced content lately, and they're worried about me, and I'm still at 21 years old having issues telling them. I'm getting a lot of hate. I'm fatigued. I'm very fatigued emotionally. I don't know how to deal with that. I don't know how to tell that. I don't know how to say it, how to communicate that. And there's always this guilt of being in a position where you're like, I don't know how to mention that to them. I don't know how to tell them. And that's a shitty thing. That's a really shitty thing. There's also the fact that how can I say that? I'm looking for my words today also, which is not good. But it's also a picture of you want people to see the way you are, and you don't want to necessarily justify yourself. I'm being asked a lot to justify myself, and I don't mind justifying myself, but it's the fact that I did so much work, and it sucks because it's like algorithm. Well, not algorithm. It's like algebra, and it's tough, dude, because the hardest part, I believe, is not even to communicate yourself. Is to learn to understand yourself and why you're acting the way you are. Am I understanding myself 100%? No, but I do have a pretty good view of who I am as a person, and it's communicating to people to be like, hey, this is why I'm acting the way I am, and that's harder. That's a bit harder, and I'm in a position where I want to do that. I want to be the person that's able to say, hey, this is why I'm doing like that. This is why I'm the way I am. Look at this. This is actually beautiful. Pretty nice, huh? And the fact that you have to justify yourself, it's, I don't know. I think what I'm trying to say is it feels contradictory to learn to love yourself. It feels contradictory to be in a position where I know who I am, I care about who I am, I understand who I am, but I'm still in a position where I'm not necessarily sure of what it is to be, not necessarily to be me, but I'm still in this position of not being sure, like, hey, I'm unapologetic, which is what we're trying to say. Unapologetic is exactly what I'm trying to say. It's it's in a picture of, I should not have to justify myself. But justifying yourself is not necessarily negative. Justifying yourself is also, hey, I'm sorry, this is why I acted this way. I mean, it's hard because you want to be in a position where you're like, hey, it's all good. And that's pretty much it. Anywho, I love you guys that you matter. See you guys soon. Take it easy. Peace.